Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Pristiamar Vadma Putri, and here I'd like to present my article presentation entitled Fear Factor: Exploring Students' English Language Anxiety in the English Friday program. So the first one is about background of the study. The first point is speaking. One of the main ways by which we communicate messages, news, or information to others is through communication. Speaking performance is crucial to this process because it grows effective and efficient communication. According to Basokulan and Yilmaz at 2016, to improve learner speaking abilities, it may be spotted into two primary components. The first are grammatical rules, pronunciation, vocabulary, and other knowledge-related variables. And for the second are communication tactics, discourse structuring, and interaction management are all influenced by cognitive variables. And the second point is anxiety. According to Spielberger, at 1983, studied that trait anxiety is thought of as a relatively stable personality trait, while state anxiety is seen as a reaction to a specific stimulus that causes anxiety, such as an important test. So Spielberger said there are two kinds of anxiety. The first one is trait anxiety, and the second one is state anxiety. Okay, for the third point is language anxiety. According to Aida et al. At 1994, in the article entitled Language Anxiety and Achievement, studies on language anxiety consistently show that concern can negatively affect the ability to communicate in second language. And the last point is English Friday program. In Indonesia, English is a language that is required to be learned by anyone and knows no age as a door for better educational and career opportunities. Eri Cahyadi, who is the mayor of Surabaya, stated that all of the junior high school must do the English Friday. English Friday is where the students must speak English every Friday in school. In SMPN 35 Surabaya has been ongoing this program since Eri Cahyadi just started the program, especially in 2023. Okay, next is research questions. There are two research questions in this study. The first research question is, what are the factors that influence students' English language anxiety during the English Friday program? And the second research question is, how do the students get over their fear of speaking English in the English Friday program? Okay, next is research method. Research approach design. The researcher takes qualitative descriptive case study in this research, and for the subject and settings the researcher takes students of 7, 8, and 9 grade of SMPN 35 Surabaya, and for each batch the researcher only take one of the batch. And for the instrument, the researcher takes an interview and an observation. And for the data collection, interview by transcript, observation by writing and observe around the school environment, and especially on Friday. And for the findings in this research are: number 1.A, their fear of making mistakes in speaking English, and for B, do not confidence. C, they do not having friends to practice with. So the last point is refers to the number 1. If they are fear of making mistakes, whether she or he talk with teacher or friends, of course they will not having friends to practice English with. And for number 2.A, improve their speaking ability if the teacher pushed them to learn and speak English. So they will be able to speak English confidently and fluently if their teacher pushed them and teach them every day, not only on Friday but every day. Okay, for point B, they think that they can improve their speaking ability by collecting the vocabulary first, by one day one vocabulary. So like for example, on Monday they receive one vocabulary like chair, kursi, Tuesday, table, meja, and so on, so that on Friday they only implement that. And for the discussion in this research, the first point, this program has had some success, particularly in encouraging practice opportunities. Thus, some of the students want to obtain more in practice for their speaking ability. The next point, students feel like do not have a confidence to speak in English because they have an anxiety and fear of making mistakes while speak English. And for the conclusion, the students realize that English is important for them, especially in the future, but they just have an anxiety and still confusing how to overcome the thing. This research shows that the English Friday program has potential but need changes to address the anxiety of students who are and for the conclusion, the students realize that English is important for them, especially in the future, but they just have an anxiety and still confusing how to overcome that thing. This research shows that the English Friday program has potential but needs change to address the anxiety of students who are or want to learn to speak English. The program can help students improve their confidence and speaking ability by incorporating techniques to reduce anxiety and create a more supportive atmosphere. These insights are crucial for developing more efficient approaches to help students overcome fears and improve their English language skills. That's all for me. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.